Welcome to the Solomon Show. Thank you so much for watching. Hope everyone is doing well. On today's panel, we have special guest Camilla. And we also have special guest Bella. Last but not least, our third special guest is Tessa. And now the Solomon Show without your one and only host, Solomon. Now let's get right into it with Happy Mother's Day, the Mother's Day special from the Solomon Show. Now it's time for a special message to all the moms, including mine. Hi everybody, welcome to the Mother's Day special with the Solomon Show. So today, let me start off by saying you need to stay watching until the end because I have goodies all throughout the show, but it is taking everything within me not to explode right now with glitter and butterflies because at the end of the episode, I have a surprise that is going to blow everybody's mind. Okay, so with that being said, let me do a little bit of background. So today, I'm being really sneaky. So Gabriel is working, so unfortunately he cannot be on the panel today. But as you can see, I've got the panel fully loaded with surprise guests. And we will get to that later. So starting off, I want to say Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to all the powerhouse women, all the real moms out there, the real women that are making it happen for themselves, for their children, and for their families. Yay to all the moms out there. So it wouldn't be the Mother's Day episode if I don't say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I want to say, Mom, thank you for giving me life. And I want to say thank you for teaching me and helping me grow into the independent weirdo that I am today, let's just say. I will always carry with me things that you've told me, like the first thing that comes to mind is when I was a little kid, a little boy, when we were at the airport, you would always point out to me the women out there that would be carrying and pulling all the luggages, walk behind the man while the man isn't carrying anything, leading the way, having a nice sweet time. And you would point them out to me and say, you see that woman over there pulling all the luggages, struggling on her own? Don't be stupid like her when you grow up, okay? The man needs to carry the luggages. The man needs to help you. And if he's not going to walk beside you, then you don't need to be with him. You're better off being on your own. Don't be stupid like those women out there. That's one thing that I will always take with me. That's super important. I think number 2 thing that comes to mind is, by the way, talk about if I'm sniffling or whatever, it's because I'm getting over a really bad cold right now, but I had to make sure that I got Mother's Day special with him, so sorry about that. Okay, time on. So anyways, number 2 thing I want to take with me is you've always told me you don't have to marry somebody smart. You don't have to marry somebody rich. But you need to marry somebody with common sense or you will suffer the rest of your life. So I will always take that with me as well. So I just want to say thank you, Mom, for everything. And shout out to all the other moms out there. So I will say too, Mom, thank you for sticking with Dad, even though you didn't have to. But I understand because you come from the same generation as Whitney, who I love to death. And I understand that that is the way of that generation, let's just say. So thank you for that. Thank you for everything. And in this special, I'm going to go through time with the moms out there from beginning, middle, and towards the end, and just give you my thoughts. And like I said, I have a crazy, crazy surprise in the last half. So do not go anywhere. Keep watching. I'm going to blow your mind. I'm telling you right now, I am going to blow your mind. Okay? Get ready.
Now it's time for the quote of the day. Today's first Mother's Day quote of the day is, "I can't believe it. All my childhood punishments have become my adult goals. Eating vegetables, staying home, having a nap, and going to bed early." Now it's time for part 1 of motherhood.
All right, so we're going to start off with the soon-to-be / new moms. So as I've said before, I don't like to talk about medical stuff on my show just because I want a break from that and I would like to be more creative and fun instead. But for starting off, I will say, because there's this whole huge movement about not getting vaccinated and whatnot for pregnant moms out there, I know a lot of physicians, they are not pushing for vaccines because of all the pushback from patients and whatnot, but I will tell you, it is your baby, it is your guys' life, and therefore it is your way. It is critical for you to receive the tetanus, or they call it the Tdap shot. Reason being is because that is a combination of 3 vaccines in one. But the most important one is the pertussis or whooping cough shot. Whooping cough is fatal for babies. Fatal. Therefore, not only you need to get the shot, but if it were me, I would require anybody that's going to be around my newborn baby to show me proof before they even enter the building that my baby and I are in. Because like I said before, whooping cough is fatal for newborns. If you've spoken to adults, I wasn't talking. Gabriel be laughing at me. I wasn't talking. If you've spoken to adults with whooping cough, it is not fun, okay? I literally had a patient that came in demanding the whooping cough shot, and I'm like, but you don't get vaccines. Like, I don't even ask you anymore. I learned a long time ago. And she goes, no, you don't understand. You haven't seen me for so long because I've been hiding in the house because it's so embarrassing. Because if you know what whooping cough is, you have this cough with like this crazy whistle sound at the end. And I think enough people are aware of what that is, so you don't want to be getting a stink eye out in public. But if you're vaccinated like me, it shouldn't matter because you can't give it to me because I'm vaccinated. But anyways, the point is the baby will die. Please protect your baby. New moms, protect your babies. You don't want to lose them. You went through all that trouble, those 9 months of, the struggle, and now you have the baby. You don't want it to die. So moving on to the fun stuff now. New moms, the bonding time, whether it be a fur baby or human baby, is super important. Those, for the first month or two, like just watching them, staring in their eyes, smiling, talking, interacting, singing to them, watching their eyes light up as they bond with you, that is super important. Like, you need to have that time. It's so special. And, they realize that, they can count on you. They can be vulnerable with you. You're there to protect them. It's so special. Don't let anybody take that away from you. I know sometimes the grandparents or the mother and father-in-law, they can try to scoop in. I know I've heard stories of where even people I know were like, they're just so overbearing, the in-laws. Like, no, you need to put your foot down. That's your baby, your bonding time. If dad wants to come in and bond too, that's great. But those first few months are so special. Make the most of it because it's just time you can never get back. So that's my advice to you. I really believe you should get your babies protected. I will talk more about that words of wisdom on another day, but just want to keep it positive. Enjoy the time with your newborns. Congratulations on being a mom. It's super special. And not just that, but it's so brave. So, because the world is getting harder and harder, place to be in and whatnot, and to start getting a little bit emotional because it's really, I don't know, like, it's scary, but the fact that you have, I don't know, enough strength, I guess, to want to take on the extra challenge, take on the extra work to bring another life into this world, hopefully for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. People for the wrong reasons, I'm not talking to you. But people that want to do it for the right reasons, I really respect you because that's awesome. And thank you, and hope that you raise them to be kind, loving, wonderful people because we need more of that out there. So shout out to the good moms.
Now it's time for quote of the day. Our second Mother's Day quote of the day is, never get tired of doing little things for others. Sometimes those little things occupy the biggest part of our hearts. Now for stage 2 of motherhood.
All right, so this next part I want to say is for the middle moms, the middle of the process moms. So first and foremost, I want to say, please don't pass your prejudices onto your children. We want our kids to do better and be better than us, right? And the easiest way to do that is to give them all the love in the world, right? Don't taint them with prejudice. And also, too, I've said it again and again, it takes a village to raise a child. So if people are coming at your kids with love, with genuine love, let your kids have that. I hear stories about jealous moms, jealous parents. Oh, my sister has a better relationship than me with my kid or whatever. But what does that mean? You're saying your kid has a good relationship with somebody. Why would you block them from that? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, right? Reminds me of that movie, I think it was called The Women with Meg Ryan. That's a really good one. Your kid has to open up to somebody, right? If they're not going to open up to you, wouldn't you rather them open up to somebody that you can trust, a trusted family member or something, rather than a stranger or some creep boyfriend or whatever? Well, this is a middle mom, so they better not have boyfriends at that age, but you never know nowadays. But anyways, please don't pass your prejudice onto your kids. And another tip too is watch your kids grow and cherish every moment, because children go through phases and you can't go back. So enjoy every moment. And before I forget to say, I know a lot of people like to take pictures. That's good, but take videos too, all throughout your kid's life, even when they're babies. Because with the video, you can capture the little mannerisms or cute little quirks and stuff, so you can show them when they're older. It's one thing to talk about it when they get older, but when you show them the video, it's priceless. So take those videos, back up your videos on like some hard drive or something, because you don't want to lose them. Always have at least 2 copies, but it's really nice. And if you do family portraits, that's always a cool thing too. So you can like show through time, like this was our family through the years and stuff. But like for girls, for example, with my goddaughter, she had her whole princess phase. And I'm going to people requested I do a series on tips for kids because I'm really good with kids. So I will do that. So actually, I'm gonna hit pause on that. But basically, enjoy their phases of growing up because it's really special, and every kid is different. Don't try to force them into like being a certain way or a certain thing because if you were a Solomon, if your kid's like a Solomon, it's not gonna happen. Let me tell you. My mom wanted me to play piano, and she tried to like make me do karate, all this stuff. I appreciate it, Mom. Thank you, but it's not for me. It's not me. And whatchamacallit, like, I guess she saw that I love doing art. So she tried to put me in art classes. But if you're a real artist like me, you can't be told how to do the art. You just have to. It comes from the heart. So don't tell me that the apple is red because you think I'm going to paint the red apple. No, it's going to be green. And I'm going to get kicked out of that class the first day and be skipping the whole way home because I don't need you telling me how to do it. And when I got older in life, in school, and the teachers knew right off the bat, like, this kid knows what he's doing. Let him do his thing. Let him do his art. And I won everything. Every contest, first place, every category, no training, whatever, because it just came from here. So encourage your kids. Observe their skills, their talents, and go off of that because it will make them happy in the long run. Everybody's got to work. Everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to live and whatnot, but why not do what you like to do? All my life, I've had my wings clipped, trimmed, whatever you want to call it, but let's just say I'm much more free. I will get to that towards the middle of the show, you'll see. But parents, let your kids be kids. Let them pick a hobby or something and let them go with that, but don't force things on them because every kid is different. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next part of the show. You know, one more thing I want to add to is as you're supporting your kids, they're going to get older. And when I say support, I mean like encourage them to school, support them in, whatever kind of talents they have because there may be competitions or things like that. Encourage them. Kids need that. Not everybody's a Solomon. I never got that, ever. So I had to be my own cheerleader. And it was fine because that's all I knew. Like, it was always just me. So, rah, rah, Team Solomon. But not every kid's a Solomon. So, support them and whatnot. And I will say, too, that when they get to high school, try to help them figure out their career, or at least encourage them to pick a career. That way they can start brainstorming early. Because when you're young, I kind of feel like when you're a teenager, when you jump to college, it just boom, you just jump right in, and you're suddenly like struggling in college. Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Da-da-da. That's like the story for, I would say, 99% of people. So start talking with them early on in high school so they can kind of branch out and figure out. Because, I finished my school and stuff, but when I look back, I'm like, there's so many other things that I could have done that I didn't even think about that I'd be so good at, and blah, blah, blah. So just throwing that out there. Start talking to your kids early and encourage them to do internships or volunteer and stuff so they can figure out what is the best career for them that will make them happy and not just a job. Just some food for thought. All right, on to the next part.
Our third Mother's Day quote of the day is, "Not taking things personally is a sign of healing because you begin to understand your worth isn't defined by others. People act from who they are, not who you are, and their actions reflect their world, not yours." Now it's time for part 3 of motherhood.
Hi, everybody. So now we're going to get to the part of the later in life moms, right? I'm wearing these glasses today. They're kind of sentimental because the first time my mom went to Hong Kong in my adult life or whatever, later on she went without me, and she was saying to want me to get you some glasses? And I said, hell yeah, I want glasses. Since when don't I want glasses? And she came back with this frame that had flowers all over it. And I'm like, Mom, what is this? And she's like, what? I said, these glasses are so ugly. And she's like, what do you mean? They're nice. I said, Mom, they have flowers all over them. Like, I'm girly, but not that girly. Come on, I'm not gonna wear that. So anyways, I ended up giving them to my friend Jenny, my Jenny, and she liked them. So yeah, it worked out great. But she got me this pair too, and unfortunately the camera doesn't do it justice, but they're like a really bright purple in the sun. So I love these glasses. At first I didn't, but they really grew on me. So thank you, Mom. So anyways, back to the later in life moms. So your kids are growing up or grown up. They're adults now. And like I said, your kids go through phases in life. And so in their adult life, you have to embrace each change. Don't fight it. That's how life is, and I think that's the beauty of life, is seeing each part so you can kind of let your kids go and be free and do their thing. Obviously, spend time with them, talk with them, see what's going on. Excuse me. Encourage them, give them advice if they're open to it, and realize that the dynamic is going to change. For example, I have a friend. I'm very close with her daughter and son, and the grandfather of the children from the father's side, the grandpa died. And so the grandma was always dependent on the grandfather. And the son tried to step in and say, Mom, I'm going to take care of you now. It's going to be okay and stuff. But she would push back and like, no, no, no. I can't live with you because ABC, XYZ. And I know it's not my business, not my place, but he was stuck. So I just kind of jumped in and I told her in Chinese, and the son was actually quite impressed. I was impressed, that I retained so much. But anyways, I told her in Chinese that when your son was growing up, you took care of him, you raised him. Now it's his duty as a man to return the favor and take care of you. So don't fight him. Right now he's going through a lot of stress, just like how you are. You may not see it, but he's really stressed out. So don't fight with him. Let him take care of you, because in the end, it will make you both happy. This is his duty in life as the son. So don't fight him. Let him do it. And you will both be very happy in life. And the son was very happy. He was like, thank you so much for saying that. I think you were able to get through to her. She understands. So she moved in with him, and the rest of the family and stuff, and it worked out great. So that's what I'm saying. Like, motherhood goes through phases. Enjoy each phase of life, and that's it. And another thing too is to be honest and to be realistic. Okay, let me tell you something really quick. This girl that I used to work with, she said something that I thought was interesting. Okay, let's say it's interesting. She said, I want to have more kids. And I'm like, but you already have two. And she goes, yeah, but the more kids I have, the greater the likelihood that one of them will want to stay with me or keep in contact with me or will take care of me when I get older. And I'm like, whoa, interesting. And the reason why I say that is because with my ex, we fought a lot about kids because he wanted to put everything into the children, everything. And I'm like, but what about us? And he was say, but the kids come first, the kids come first. And I'm like, no, actually, the way I see it is we need to come first. And he didn't get that. Or maybe a lot of people don't. I don't know. But my thinking is our relationship needs to come first because we're the foundation for the children. If we are not good, the whole castle collapses. Like you have to have the king and queen, or the king and king, or the queen and queen. They have to be strong to hold everything up, to hold everybody up, to protect the children. That's the way I see it. And not just that, but I told him, don't think that all kids will stay with you for life, keep in contact with you for life. It's really a gamble. It's a gamble because when they turn 18, they may run off, never come back, never hear from them, da 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 da. So what are you gonna do for the rest of your life? Like you have to think about the big picture, right? Hopefully, you're lucky enough to find your guarantee in life, your partner. Not all partners are guarantees, let me tell you. Very rare to find a guarantee. Very rare to find a Solomon. I'm a guarantee. How many Solomons do you know? Just saying. But, you have to be realistic about that because when that shock happens, at least you have your partner with you and you know that my life I can still continue my life, right? I mean, if you're by yourself, cool. All the single moms, single dads, shout out to you. But it's nice when you have somebody with you. So just saying, don't always think that your kid's gonna be with you forever. I hope for you that they will, but that may not always be the case because life throws us some crazy stuff. And I would say 99% of the time, the reason why the break happens between the family is because of what, guys? I've been saying it now for what? This is like going to be a year now. People from the Poo Poo Buffet. So if you don't know, go back to the beginning of the Solomon Show and watch. And I will say that at the beginning, I apologize. Yes, the audio was bad. This was new. This is all new for me. Like I said, I do all the editing, filming, all that stuff on my own. At the beginning, I was learning, and from the get-go, I will admit I'm technologically handicapped, but I think I've done very well in this learning process. But anyways, we always have the captions on there that you can read the captions in all languages, and spoiler alert, coming soon, you can watch the Solomon Show in all languages too, audio, so stay tuned. But in any case, well, since I'm talking about that, please spread the word. I would appreciate it. I need all the support I can get. So thank you. But back to what I was saying. Your kids may not be with you for life. And that's okay. You did your part. You put that love out there. And honestly, love makes the world a better place. So thank you for being brave. Thank you for not being selfish and sharing with your children. Thank you, Mom, for sharing with me and not being selfish with me and teaching me what you could. So, shout out to all the moms. Thank you for planting good seeds into this world. And like I said, for the people that are doing it, having kids for checks or for whatever crazy motives, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the good moms out there. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for bringing love into this world. Thank you for making it a better place. I salute you, and I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day. Gabriel, I know you're not here, but in a way, we're moms too. I may be able to pull off the mom card better than you, but we're moms and we're dads. That's the beauty about being gay. I will say, the best part about being gay, this is totally random, but just throwing it out there. The best part about being gay is you can do the duality, a guy or a girl. You can be proper, you can be whatever as the girl to do a Mother's Day special. But when you fart, oh, Father's Day, I'm a guy right now, scratch that. Fortunately, girls can't do that. So, yay for being gay. Anyways, on to the surprise. I've been waiting this whole time. You have no idea. I'm trying not to explode. But thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. The time is. Oh, wait, we still have words of wisdom. Hold on a second, but it's coming. It's coming.
Now it's time for Solomon's Words of Wisdom, Mother's Day edition.
All right. So, for those of you who don't know, this is my little Tessa. I adopted her beginning of the pandemic. And to be honest, when I first rescued her, she was so cute. I went up to her. I'm like, oh, you're so cute. And I was spending time with her. And I was like, do you want to come home with us? Do you want to live with us? But then, oh, careful, Tessa. What's wrong? It's okay. It's okay. You got to look at the camera. But anyways, she was meowing and she was whining. And I was like, oh my gosh, her meow. I looked at Gabriel and I was like, she sounds like a mixture between The Exorcist and my Aunt Sandra, who I refer to as the devil. It was so crazy, her voice. And I'm like, Tessa, I don't know about you. She kept whining and whining. I'm like, oh, this cat is so whiny. But anyways, after combing her for literally for 5 hours to comb out all the fleas from her and groom her and everything, my little Tessa, then she learned to love me and trust me. That's why I said, Mom, bonding time, very important. They need to develop the trust and the love and whatnot. So super important. But now she's like my little emotional animal, my little, what do they call it? The service, yes, my service animal. So if I'm sick, she comes, spends time with me, loves me. If I'm watching my trash TV shows and I start screaming or laughing, she runs over. Oh, where are you going, Tessa? No, you gotta say hi one more time. She comes over and looks at me like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, I'm okay. It's just a crazy moment on the show. But yeah, she's very loving, my little Tessa. She keeps looking at me. She doesn't want to look at you guys, but this is my baby Tessa. So yeah, do you want to look at the camera one time real quick? Before we go, you want to say hi to all of them? Or you want to keep looking at me? I love you too, my little Tessa. You need to be nicer to your daddy. Your other daddy. My little Tessa. Anyways, happy Mother's Day. Let me go grab the other two because I'm sure they want to be on the panel as well. So, you want to face the camera and say hi real quick? You want to say hi? Say hi too so we can remember you. You want to say hi? Good girl. This is my little Tessa. Oh, don't make your catfish face. You want to look pretty for the camera. All right, on to the next. All right, guys. Next we have my little Camilla. It's okay. She's a little camera shy. Anyways, this one, she will not let anybody touch her or need her at the shelter. And you know, I saw there was 2 of them, 2 Chihuahuas, and that shelter was so full of Chihuahuas. And I was like, we have to take them both. Even though this one was so shy and traumatized and abused and whatnot, I was like, no way, I gotta get them both. It's not right to split them up because I'm sure that they'll get very depressed if they're separated. And especially the one that gets left in the shelter is just not right. But they were so happy at the shelter. The manager came out and she's like, oh my gosh, nobody ever adopts senior dogs. And he's getting 2. Give it to him for free. And I was like, okay. So anyways, this is my little Camilla. So far, we've had them now for almost a year. But there was one time, I don't remember what happened, but I think we were picking her up. We went to go run some errands and we left them at Gabriel's parents' place and we came to pick her up. And she smiled at me. I was like, oh, you can do what Archie can do? That is so cool. But yeah, I think she's happy. I would like to think she's happy. I always get her cute little charms and stuff like that. So I think she's good, right, Camilla? You want to say hi to the camera real quick? I know you're very shy. You're not as open as Bella. Her name was Carmelita, I think, when we got her. I'm like, that sounds like an old woman. I know you're old, but we got to give you a better name. So I changed her to Camilla, like from Castlevania, Camilla, the The niece of Dracula. Oh, see, yeah, she likes that because she has a dark side to her. Yeah, you're not as nice. That's okay. You're a sweet dog. Defiant sometimes and got a little bit of attitude, but so does the character from Castlevania. So this is Camilla, my other baby. Happy Mother's Day to me. Hi, Tessa. Oh, yeah, now Tessa's like, I want to be there too. Unfortunately, Tessa doesn't get along with the dogs. She's gotten better, but I can't like put them all on my lap at once. That's why I'm doing it one by one. No sleep just yet. You gotta say hi to the camera. Come on, say hi real quick so we can remember you. Come say hi to the camera. It's okay. It's okay. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Say hi, Camilla. Say hi. Oh, you're shy. Okay, it's okay. And this is my other baby, Bella. My little Bella. So I got her. Well, Gabriel and I both adopted. He thought I was kidding. It's his fault because Gabriel should never take me to the animal shelter. I told him, and he maybe thought I was kidding. I said, do not take me to the animal shelter because I will not walk out of there empty-handed. I'm not kidding. And not just that, but the day before that, let's just say one of my coworkers told me the story that was so sad and depressing about dogs and the shelters and how they're so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my gosh. So of course the next day when Gabriel took me to the shelter, I'm like, this is not a good idea. I was thinking about coming out with one, and here we go, I got two. But anyways, for Bella, her name was, I'm not kidding, Pope. Pope. And I'm like, who names their dog Pope? That's so weird. So, because Camilla was so traumatized, I was like, I can't change her name up too much. So, Carmelita to Camilla is okay. But this one, I'm like, she's very social, very happy, very friendly. She can take a big change. So, from Pope to Bella, much better. Right, Bella? You like your name, Bella? You like your name? She's a very good girl, very sweet, very sociable. Sometimes too sociable, but you gotta be careful. But we gotta say hi to Daddy since Daddy's not here. You wanna say hi to Daddy? You wanna say hi to everybody out there? That's so cute. Your collar matches my shirt. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? Oh, now you're being shy? You wanna say hi? Good girl. Good girl. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Alrighty, that's it for this one.
And now for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Alright, guys. The time has come. My special announcement is here. So, as a mama, I want to say thank you to my papa/mama for sticking through with me through my adventures. I've worn several hats in my life. I've always had dreams and aspirations in my life from a young child. But like I said, my wings have always gone clipped, trimmed, whatever. And that's why I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you have dreams and stuff, don't let anybody get in your way. Because that is not only what will make you happy in life, that is what is going to make you have a fulfilled life. So that when you're on your deathbed or whatever happens, you will look back and no regrets. Super important. And I know, Gabriel, you've said that it's my hobby or this or that. It's not my hobby. This show is, I guess, in a way, one of my dreams because I never got to do everything I wanted to do. And now finally, I'm just kind of bursting out with all my stuff. And so, one of the things that only my closest friends in my inner circle, like the closest of the close, know this about me, I'm going to share it with you guys right now. But basically, ever since I was a teenager, so like what, 10 years ago? Ever since I was a teenager, I have been writing songs and making music, whatnot. But they've all gone into a vault. And so I thought, you know, Gabriel and I just celebrated our anniversary, 7-year anniversary. So cheers to 7 years. Yay. And what better way to celebrate than, you ready guys? Drum roll, drum roll. Da, 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 da. What better way to celebrate a 7-year anniversary than to write a song for Gabriel and Solomon Show exclusive? I'm going to drop for you guys right here, right now, the world premiere of my first ever finished song. Happy anniversary, Gabriel. Once again, cheers to 7 years. And if this doesn't ingrain it in your head that I'm a keeper for real and a guarantee, I don't know what else to tell you. But I hope you guys like my song. It's copyright, so don't freaking steal it. Not kidding. So, with that being said, here is my song. I hope you like it. Comment below, like, spread the news, share the show. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you, Gabriel, for sticking by me along this journey and letting me do all my crazy stuff and get it out there and making my dreams come true. Sorry. But thank you so much and enjoy. And once again, from Mama Saul to the rest of the moms out there, love to you all. You all deserve it. Enjoy your day. And don't do dishes. It's not your job. You are to sit there, enjoy, and let people pamper you. It's your day. And don't you dare let them leave it for tomorrow. They need to do the dishes tonight before you go to bed because you're going to wake up to a clean house. Now,
All together now. 5. I can't hear you. Let me hear you clap those hands. 3. Now everybody stand up. 2. It's showtime. 1.
Before you, my world was gray. I walked a lonely track. You opened up my eyes. No turning, never back. To colors bright and true. Nature's gentle grace. You showed me how to breathe and find my inner peace. It all became so clear, Gabriel. From day one, your love so strong, never wavering all along. I love you because you love me. Our hearts beat for infinity. This feeling, pure and true, only found with you. You saw a part of me
you think? Comment below. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all the real moms out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day celebrating. Unfortunately for me, I gotta work, but you guys can celebrate extra hard for me. And to Gabriel, cheers to 7 years. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another. Take care.